So many of you wrote to me yesterday asking me what kind of setup I had. First off, thank you for all the support. I think I did pretty well at the Florida Shooting Cup at the Apex Shooting Center. We'll see, we'll find out tonight. But let's dive into my setup. First off, the star of the show. It's the Beretta 92 XI Squalo. Meaning Shark in Italian, the Squalo comes pretty much stock ready for competition shooting, but I always like to add a little bit of my touch to every pistol that I have. The stock single action Extreme S trigger that comes with the Squalo is pretty smooth, but those boys over at Langdon Tactical make a hell of a trigger job in the bag that you can pick up, and it makes it a hell of a lot more smoother. So I swapped out the trigger system on the Squalo, went ahead and swapped out the stock barrel and added a threaded one, so it gave me flexibility to add a compensator. Beretta makes its own 92 compensator. Customized and designed for the 92. I'll tell you one thing, that compensator really works well. While I was at it, swapped out the guide rod and the recoil spring. Stock recoil is about 13 pounds on those springs. I dropped it down to 9, just so I have better quality and better recoil when I'm shooting. Since the Squalo already comes ready for an optics ready, I chose the obvious choice, which is the Vortex Defender XL in 5 MOA. With the fairly large window, the Defender XL has really good visibility and a crisp red dot. Refresh rate is next to nothing, so that red dot's always there. Toni Systems makes a mag well that you can slap onto the bottom of the grip. That way you have easier reloads when you are swapping mags during the stages. For mags, I went with the Mecgar 18 round mags and the Taran Tactical +4 base plates. You want the mag to be a little long, so that way you're gripping it off your rig, and quicker reloads, you don't lose grip and start fumbling your mags. Now you must be thinking, what is a rig? Well, a rig is a belt, and through trial and error and going through and trying so many different other belts, I opted with the Beretta Competition Carbon Belt. Its rigid structure really holds up pretty well. Your holsters don't sag, whether it's your pistol holster or your mag holster. Stitching and the quality is really well. The Velcro on it is pretty good quality Velcro. It doesn't fuzz up or peel back like all the other belts that I've seen on the market. Now your holsters. So you have your belt, now you need your holsters. Again, through trial and error, I've gone through several holster manufacturers, and I found that Black Scorpion holsters is the way to go. Their attention to detail when coming to mold the holsters is really precise, and their quality is pretty well. They use a really good Kydex for their holsters, and it's important to have that precise cut. When you're drawing your pistol or your mags, if the mold isn't 100%, you're going to end up scratching and damaging your pistol or your mags. Plus, when drawing your mags out of the holster, if it's not 100% precise, you're going to snag, which means slow reload, which means fumble reload, which means you lose the stage. So check out Black Scorpion for holsters for your pistol and mag. For PPE, I always go with the least bulkiest. That's why I use the Beretta off-shot earbuds. 32 decibel SNR, they pretty much block out all the abrasive sounds, while I can still hear the commands on the stages. For eye protection, I use the Beretta Challenger Evo glasses. They're made with high quality polymer, real crystal clear, plus they're lightweight. Now, you guys are on the range, you're there, you're running through the stages for a few hours. You want something that's comfortable. Sometimes between the eye protection and ear protection that I have, I don't realize I have them on, and that's the key, comfort when it comes to PPE, as well as making sure they work, but comfort is important as well. Listen, at the end of the day, what works for me may not work for you, but when it comes to competition shooting, it has to be tailored to you. It has to be tailored to your shooting style, it has to be tailored to your comfort. And that's why it's important that you do your research. When I was putting together my set, I can tell you the guys over at Beretta, Langdon Tactical, Vortex, and Black Scorpion were extremely helpful. Shout out to those guys. You guys, your customer service and your techs worked with me on countless hours, making sure I assembled the right setup so that way when I'm on those stages, I do not fail. The best thing you can do is set yourself up for success, and it takes a little bit of time to do so, but I tell you right now, it is by far the best setup I've ever had. So check me out. Let me know if you guys need any more information on the setup. Be happy to help. And as always, be prepared for the unknown. Until next time.